Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Vissles Wireless Charger. So let's just take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is the Vissles Wireless Charger. It is a multi-device charger or 3-in-1 charger that supports charging of up to 3 Qi-enabled devices. And taking a look at the back of the box, there are some product specifications as well as compatibility information as to which devices can be used with this Vissles wireless charger. Now let's go ahead and open up the box by, of course, peeling off the shrink wrapper. So we do that very carefully by making a incision with a penknife and then peeling off the shrink wrap, just like that. And let's slide the sleeve off, if we can do so. So just like that, and making sure right there that there's nothing left behind. So we're just going to set the sleeve on the right hand side of the frame, and we're looking directly into the box packaging right now, and you can see that Vissles wireless charger sitting very neatly in the middle of the box. Let's lift it out and setting it down onto the tabletop and continue removing the rest of the items. So that's the tray insert, and just lifting up and out the rest of the contents to make sure that we've removed all the accessories from this package. Okay, so that's the contents empty. Just going to set the box to the side. And right there, we do have a packet of accessories along with the wireless charger, and of course a user manual or documentation right there. So just setting them across the tabletop right there. So let's start off by taking a look at this pamphlet or booklet or guide for this Vissles wireless charger. And let's open it up. So right there, it's got some installation instructions. Spread across 3 panels and another 3 on the reverse. So just giving you a closer look in terms of the instructions. Okay, so there's some setting up involved with the use of the included tool. And on the reverse side, there is some more information about the Vissles wireless charger and how to go about using it properly. Okay, so now setting that on the left hand side of the frame, we can move on to this packet here. That appears to be the tool for opening up the charger as well as the USB charging cable. Let's pop the packet open, tip the contents out, so we have a nice good look at the included items. So right there, there's a magnetic lightning adapter right there, or plug, along with the tool for opening up the wireless charger. Okay, so right there, setting those items down, we can move on to the Vissles wireless charger itself. You can see that it is in a translucent plastic bag, and just taking it out, giving you a nice good look. So it does have a metallic gloss sheen to it, as you can see, with those metallic or satin-like flecks in that white finish, and with that very glossy, shiny finish as well. So nice and bright in terms of the color of this Vissles wireless charger, and in terms of weight, fairly light in weight, and just giving you an idea of the thickness of this pad as well. So you can see it does have, once we get focus, right there, just trying to get the camcorder to get some focus right there. Okay, just showing you the thickness right there of the Vissles wireless charger. So you have a nice good look as to the overall dimensions of this wireless charging pad and the overall design as well. So it can charge up to 3 devices simultaneously. And just taking a look at the, just getting the orientation right. So this is of course the underside, because it does have 4 round silicone pads on each corner, just to make sure that the pad doesn't slip around. And on this side you can see that there is the USB input plug to provide power to the pad, of course, so that the pad can charge your wireless devices such as your iPhone and of course AirPods and Apple Watch as well. So up to 3 devices or any Android wireless enabled charging device as well. So right there, giving you an overall look at this Vissles 3-in-1 wireless charger. So resting it in the palm of my hand. So fairly large but light in weight, and very, very minimal in terms of design. Very clean and sleek looking on the underside as well as the top and along the edges and sides as well. So very simple. Don't see any branding whatsoever. It's just nice, simple, and those silicone feet at the bottom does provide a good level of grip. You can see not slipping at all, and I'm pushing really hard as well. It does move a little bit, but of course you're not really going to push it that rigorously. But yeah, nice and stable right there. Of course, quite important when it comes to making sure your valuable devices are secure on this pad. Okay, so now moving on, let's pop. Do we even need to pop the pad open? Let's find out. So it does have those little notches as shown on the user guide. I'm just showing you the internals right there. So very simple in design, and you can see there is a USB port right there. So the USB port, let's find out what that section is about. So referring back to the user manual, it's showing that the USB cable, okay, so the fitment of that USB port inside is to fit the Apple Watch charger. So if you're not charging an Apple Watch, then that step is completely unnecessary. So no need to open it up if you're not charging an Apple Watch. Okay, so right there, setting that tool to the side on the left, and very simply right now just going back to the cable and that adapter you see here, magnetic lightning adapter, right there, giving you an all-round look. So right there, it does fit at the end right there. Okay, so nice, simple, and it's so secure as well. That magnetic fastener or contact is super strong. You can see, just trying to pick it off and it snaps back in place, and so precisely as well in that little dot connector, pin connector right there. Okay, we'll just leave it there anyway, no harm done, and so we don't lose that part as well. And just back to the cable, just going to undo the cable tie. Just show you the length of this USB-C cable. So it's USB-C to USB cable, as you can see here, giving you a closer up look at this cable. And of course, very importantly, you'd want to know the length as well when it comes to positioning or sighting your wireless charger. So it doesn't come with a USB adapter or power supply, so you need to supply or use your own. However, this cable is provided right there, USB-C to USB type A cable, and lengthwise giving you a look at the length of the cable. So important to know, of course. Just trying to show you as much as I can right there in terms of the length. So of course, right there across the screen. Okay, so only thing to do now is to plug in, of course, the USB-C end into the pad. Just giving you a look right there. USB-C port simply clicks in place quite nicely, and just giving you a look at how it appears right now, just like that. And of course, I do have a USB charger handy, so I do have this Anker PowerPort Mini dual port USB charger, which I've unboxed on the channel before. You can always look up that video in the video search on the channel. So it's one of the most compact chargers around, and just look at how small it is, and very efficient as well. Okay, now I'm just going to plug that USB type A end to the charger and plugging that into the outlet, and now flipping the switch on. Oh, and you can see there's a white USB light around that ring that just lit up and flashed very briefly. And let's check it out. So setting the Vissles Wireless Charger in the middle of the frame, and I'm just going to bring across a Sony Xperia XZ3 smartphone here. So it is an Android smartphone, which I've unboxed on the channel quite some time ago, along with its Blings carbon fiber effect slim TPU case. So it is in a case which I've also unpacked on the channel before. And let's see if we can get the phone charged by placing it on the pad, and let's see what happens. Just looking for the right spots on the pad to see if we can get the phone to charge. So just sometimes it takes a bit of playing around to make sure that we get the right contact or the right area in which the wireless charger does detect and provide that charge. So at the moment it is struggling to detect the phone. Let's see if we, by removing the case, the Blings carbon fiber effect slim TPU case, if that makes any difference. So the case is rather slim already, as you can see right there. Not a very thick case at all, but we'll see. Case removed. Bare phone right now on its own. The Sony Xperia XZ3. Let's place it on the charger, and just like that, you can see that the Vissles Wireless Charger has now detected the phone very easily and is now providing a charge, as indicated by this ring here, and of course more importantly, the charge light on the phone indicating that it is charging. So it was the case of the phone, or the phone case, that was providing or preventing the charge from being supplied to the smartphone. But now with the case removed, the phone on its own, it is detecting it instantaneously. Now let's try that again. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. Let's find another spot elsewhere. Okay, I'm just going to lift the phone up and replace it back down. And right there, you can see the T symbol and of course the charging indicator saying that it is charging wirelessly. Okay, so just like that, just playing around in terms of the detection area once again. So it's a case of just locating the phone's wireless sensor for charging. And I'm just going to pop off the adapter here, the lightning adapter, and set it to the side, and just moving the phone across to make sure that we can get a charge in different areas as well. So okay, it seems to be the central position for smartphone charging appears to be in the middle, and the other areas are for your other Apple devices such as your AirPods and your Apple Watch. So right there, providing a very simple smartphone charge for an Android smartphone, being the Sony Xperia XZ3 as seen here. And right there, and it's interesting to see the phone just spinning around on its spot right there. And let's try again, this time putting the phone case back on. Perhaps it's just a case of really finding that sweet spot when it comes to the detection area. And right there we can see that it is now charging perfectly fine. It's more a case of locating the right or sweet spot when it comes to charging. Okay, so you can see stop charging, but as soon as I move it in that perfect central position right there, that the wireless charge is now being provided to the Sony Xperia XZ3 Android smartphone by the Vissles Wireless Charger. Okay, so let's just retest that just to make sure. Just lifting the phone off, and you can see the white LED going off on the, or turning off on the Vissles Wireless Charger. So just neatening things up just a little bit for your visual enjoyment. And now I'm just going to put the phone back down, and right there, the phone is now charging. So it's just a simple case of finding or making sure that the detection zone is in the right spot. And we can even place the phone this way. Maybe it's even easier that way to make sure that the phone is in the full length position on the wireless charger if you're just charging a single device such as your smartphone. Okay, so there we have it. Just a simple, clean, minimalist 3-in-1 multi-device charger, the Vissles Wireless Charger. Just going to keep trying this just to make sure that it is a really, really simple process of just simply placing your smartphone onto the charging pad. And right there. Very, very good detection. So that start or initial attempt was a bit of a botched job on my part, thinking that the pad wasn't detecting it through the case, but it can do so very, very easily right there. It's a bit of overreaction on my part, jumping the shark or jumping the gun. You can see no issues there with the wireless charging pad through a phone case, which is the Bling Slim TPU case here. That's fitted on the Sony Xperia XZ3 Android smartphone. So that's the Vissles Wireless Charger Thanks for watching and happy charging!